Okay, it's officially been about 24 hours since the Siriano show, and I feel like I've gathered enough of my thoughts together to make a coherent statement. I went with a couple of friends from school, and it was just so great to catch up and kind of be surrounded by an audience of people who just loved fashion. And I think one of the things that struck me is the fact that I knew so many people in that audience were people who not only loved fashion, but wanted to be a part of it in some capacity as a creative. And going in there already knowing, 5 to 10 people that were kind of like me who like loved to sew or create. I know these people and I know how much they appreciate art and how artistic they are. And I think what struck me is that the accessibility that Christian Siriano has, kind of embedded into his brand is just such a cool. How often do you have couturiers inviting you in to learn more about their process? How often do you have them, allowing you to sit at their functions? So many people just kind of bar people who are not of the industry in a capacity that's official from actually. So that's one reason that I thought it was so special. I think, we use the word gatekeeping a lot now. It's a very, heavy buzzword, but there is something to be said for even people who have degrees, who have the experience, who have the education, can't get into a lot of these events and they can't see things firsthand, which only furthers their own creative passion and only furthers their own. I think what a lot of us just want is a fashion community, and a lot of us don't have that where we live. We don't have these rooms where I think what's important about this is to learn that we're not just building a brand, we're building a community. We're building a community around whatever it is that we're trying to sell or, create in this world. We're making a community. And I think Christian does a really good job of that by, allowing people in. You can't have a community if you're going to be exclusionary. And I think that's one of the things that is really impressive to me about him. And his team has been wonderful. I mean, the whole experience from workshop to yesterday was just phenomenal. It's one of those things where you meet these people that you've kind of seen on TV or you've like read about in a magazine, and you have, these preconceived notions that they might be standoffish or they might be, so high above you. But every one of the people of the staff were warm and welcoming. They remembered you from last time, or at least they pretended they did. No shame. And it was just such a fun experience. And as for the collection, my thoughts on that are coming up next.